So we're going to do a little tutorial on how to do a logo study. So when you're doing a logo study, the thing that you want to look at are what are different points, what are the curves, what's the width, what's the height, what are the relationships between different points in the shape, and hopefully as you try to draw these out, you'll learn more about the logo than you would have when you started. So as an example, I'm just looking at this McDonald's logo, and I'm going to start by making some observations. So it's a simple M, right? There's two arches that we can see. And if we look closely, we can notice that the center arch is located between the two sides, but that it's also a little bit higher. And then the tops of the curves are just about at the midway point between these two distances. So in my mind, I'm kind of visualizing it in half, and then I'm visualizing it in half again, and I'm seeing that each parts of those will have kind of a different section. So if I want to feel a little more confident, I might even start by just drawing very lightly a square, just so I can kind of get myself oriented. Then on that square, I'm going to have one arch's leg is going to be on one side, one arch is going to be on another, and then I'm going to just kind of divide that in half, and divide that in half, and divide that in half. And my center arch should be somewhere around here. And then the tops of my arches are going to be at this midway point. This is what it appears like to me. And let's see, if I go back to my reference, I'm asking myself, where is this peak? Right? I would say that the middle of the M is right about here, and this peak is just going to be about a third of the way up from the middle if I were to divide this into thirds. So I'm going to look at that again. So here's my middle, about a third of the way up. I'm going to say right about there. So now I've made kind of 6 points, and I'm going to use these 6 points to draw out my M. See, so since I've already kind of drawn out where I'm going, it's a lot less stressful to create these lines. And again, this is a sketch. We're not looking for perfection, but we are hoping that we're going to notice some of the details of the design. I might kind of go over it and help define those lines that I like, correct the parts that I don't like so much. Try to round out those curves. Okay, so there I've got a fairly decent study of the McDonald's arch.